Ladies and gentlemen, as we immerse ourselves in the celebration of National Science Day, we have a lineup of exciting events that promise to engage, enlighten and entertain. Let me provide you with a glimpse of the stimulating activities awaiting you today. Number 1, PowerPoint presentation. Our first event showcases the depth and diversity of scientific exploration. Students will present their insights through enlightening PowerPoint presentations.
Number 2, painting competition. Art meets science in our painting competition, where participants express scientific concepts, discoveries and the beauty of nature through their artistic expressions. Witness the fusion of creativity and scientific inspiration as each stroke of the brush brings scientific ideas to the canvas. Number 3, quiz competition. For the enthusiasts who thrive on the thrill of knowledge, our quiz competition promises an intellectually stimulating experience. Participants will be tested on their understanding of scientific facts, discoveries and principles. Get ready for a friendly yet competitive battle of minds that will celebrate the brilliance of scientific minds.
All the very best to all the participants. Let the events begin.
All the participants of MS PowerPoint competition, please be attentive.
To the judges, respected teachers and my dear friends. I, Aparna Chakravarti Omik from Dr. Ghanshyam Singh PG College is standing before you to tell you about the topic in which I have prepared my presentation, Future of Virtual Reality in Education. We know that the virtual reality is very much useful in today's generation. We can not only see the image, but we can also see the images of different type of mountains and different type of historical places. We can see the image and we can understand that with the help of image we can understand that. With the help of this we can also do distance learning. Student can sit in their home and they can study the topics and they can without coming to classroom or without coming to college they can study with the help of this virtual reality education. They can study with the help of in the home they can study. Students who face problems regarding traditional classroom environment, they can use VR headset and can approach good study in their home with books, textbook and everything. They can use VR so that the image of the picture in the book they can see it clear in their front, and they can imagine, they can see the image and they can just understand the image and they can understand the image and they can recognize the image and they can learn from that. Like Mount Fuji, they can see the image of Mount Fuji. They can historic places. They can see the image of historic places in front and they can see.
Yeah, what are the various tools, equipments needed in order to set up these kind of virtual classrooms or learning platforms? What is the cost effectivity for such kind of classroom or such kind of like you were discussing about the virtual tool? So even if it's a virtual tool, you need to have some kind of thing placed there. You need some tools. So you haven't discussed. So can you throw some light on that?
So it's a physical harm if we get anything burned or anything. And in this we can see the image and we can learn from that without physical harm.
This virtual reality is better than the classroom's normal offline classes. Like we have
like in history, we cannot go back in history and see things. We can, with image, we can see the picture and everything in front and we can recognize it quickly.
because in coming days or in this present time, we see that students are mostly interested in on social medias like movies and etc. many things. They are diverted. Their concentration is diverted. How can you say that this virtual reality is better?
Reading textbook and everything will take time, but with the help of virtual reality education, we can study everything in few minutes or few hours. Not that much time. We have to read every pages and everything from textbook. But in reality, we can see the image and we can see the videos, and we can recognize it much better and much faster.
An image, that is good, but were you not suggested to write your name there? क्या इन लोग को नहीं लिखना था? अपना इंट्रोडक्शन वहाँ लिखने मना किया गया था या ऐसा कोई रूल था? So that is the need there. Whenever you are a presenter, you should write your name, your affiliation, your email ID. Okay, so from that anybody listening to you can contact you later. So that is the first slide which should have the title as well as your affiliation, your name and everything. Overall, all the slides, there is one comment. You have got the pictures in each and every slide, but the matter that you have written is too much. So whenever we do PPT presentations, we write less and try to show more. And since your topic was virtual reality, and this is what you are focusing, that through images and through distant things, we can go through a proper learning. So this kind of PPT where you have written enormously and shown lesser number of pictures, it needs improvement. Okay?
Awareness, this role of social media is multifaceted. Positive impacts of social media on mental health. What are the positive impacts of social media on mental health? First is community support line, access to information, crisis intervention, community support line. Communities provide a platform for empathy and support, access to information, opportunities to learn about mental health and resources and coping strategies, crisis intervention, immediate access to help and advice during difficult times. Now, let's look at the negative impacts of social media on mental health. First, comparison, isolation and cyberbullying. Comparison. Constant comparison can lead to feeling of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Distorted self-perception caused by curated online personas. Isolation. Excessive screen time can lead to social withdrawal and loneliness. Decreased face-to-face interaction affecting real-life relationships. And next is cyberbullying. Harassment and hostility leading to severe emotional distress and anxiety. Impact on self-worth and overall psychological well-being. Now let's compare what are the different social media usage across different age groups. First, we'll look at teens. Their preferred platform is Instagram and Snapchat. Their daily usage is 3 to 4 hours. Adults, their preferred platform are Facebook and Twitter, and their daily spend is 1 to 2 hours. And elderly people, their preferred platform is WhatsApp and Facebook, and they spend less than an hour on these social media. Cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is basically when someone uses technology to harass, threaten or target any person. That is cyberbullying. What is the impact of cyberbullying and online harassment on our mental health? Psychological impact, behavioral changes, and there are certain preventive measures which we can take. Psychological impact, increased stress, anxiety and depression. Behavioral changes, social withdrawal and decline in self-confidence. Content and positive communities on social media.
a very good presentation. It was very compact and you finished on the time. But again, the thing is, I want that few slides on the view. So when it happens to be a competition or when it happens to be a kind of presentation that you are going to make in a seminar or conference, and if you are given a topic or if you select your own topic, the thing is that first it should be analyzed in the sense that what are the audience going to listen to you. Taking that the audience may have different kind of groups. Some may be very much aware with the topic and few may not be aware with the topic. So again the same thing, you need to have a very good introduction. Whenever we make a scientific introduction, there has to be some kind of literature survey done. Even though in presentation we need not mention that we are doing the literature survey, but it should be done in the introduction part. And here what I felt was missing is that you have not discussed about the various social media platforms. So in the introduction itself it should have come, because the topic is impact of social media on mental health. Media. You should have given one or two slides to social media. What are various social media platforms? What we do with that? Because few audience may not be aware about some of the social media. आज के डेट में ठीक है सभी जानते हैं, but still it is your responsibility to do that. So that was missing. Another thing is a page on mental health should also be there. So you have simply concluded with the key takeaways. That means simple kind of suggestions you have given. But the topic which was like mental health awareness, okay? So awareness is one part, but if really some becomes very seriously mentally ill through these social media, where should they go? And what are the rehabilitation issues? So that should also be there. It would have made much more impact. Otherwise, it was a good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I am going to present on the topic impact of social media on mental health. There's a very powerful quote that social media is a silent killer of mental health. Now, what is social media? Social media is a means of interaction among people. It is the means of communication, exchange of information, thoughts and ideas. There are various social media platforms such as YouTube, Twitter, which is also known as X, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat and Facebook, etc. Now, what do you mean by mental health? Mental health is a state of well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well and contribute to their community. Now that we know about mental health, let's talk about mental health and mental illness. As we have already learned about mental health, there are a few indicators of good mental health, which are resiliency to stress, empathy, spirituality, optimism, sense of belonging, clear thinking, sense of well-being and contentment. While when we talk about mental illness, it is defined as a health condition that affects a person's thinking, feeling, behavior or mood. Such conditions may affect someone's ability to relate to others and function each day. The indicators of mental illness are pulling away from people and unusual activities, feeling numb or like nothing matters. Facebook has the highest rate of frequency and LinkedIn has on a daily basis. Facebook has the highest rate of frequency on a daily basis, while the LinkedIn has the highest rate weekly basis, and at the same time, it is used less often by the people. Britain has given a report showing the negative and positive impacts of social media users between 14 to 24 years of age. As you can see from this picture, that the sleep is highly influenced by the social media timing. Social media affects the sleep quality. The red side represents the negative impact, while the blue side represents the positive impact. The negative impact gradually decreases. The fear of missing out, which is also called FOMO nowadays. So this is also highly influenced by social media. Bullying, body image, anxiety, depression, loneliness, loneliness. Now, talking about some positive impacts of social media. Social media allows us to express ourselves clearly. It gives us the freedom of self-expression. People can express their ideas, emotions, thoughts, self-identity. We can build our own identity on social media platforms. That doesn't matter of which age group we belong to. Emotional support. So there are many social media platforms that allow us to make friends that give emotional support to others. Community building, awareness to people's health. Now we are social media more than 5 hours per day. Have the worst sleep quality, while the active social media users that have the range between 2 to 5 hours per day have better sleep quality than the active ones, while the moderate social media users have
government on behalf of cyberbullying.
There are many initiatives that have been taken by the government that, as we have seen so many actresses, they have suffered cyberbullying and they have complained about it. They have registered their complaints and their complaints have been listened by the government and they have taken their protocols and the matter was solved later on.
Thank you, Mahazavi. It was a very good presentation. You have maintained the time limit also, and you have discussed so many issues which I found missing somewhere in the earlier slides. So, what I commented in the previous presentation, I found all those slides here in your presentation. So, it was really a hard work from you. And
it's a learning phase. We constantly learn. Even when we also go to conferences, senior professors, scientists, they come to present. We also learn how to present our data, how to answer questions. It's a lifelong process. Learning is. So don't.
First of all, as you all know, I am Yosha Tripathi, and Swamit sir is one of my best as a guide or a teacher when I was in MSc. So, first of all, thank you very much, sir. It's been an honor that you have invited me here for on this great National Science Day. So, when I was in my master, we are like a very curious person. At each question hour carries 2 marks. There will be no negative marks. Each team will be asked 2 questions on a set basis. In case the team fails to answer within 10 seconds, the questions will be passed to the next team.
Okay, you got it? Everyone? Now start. Can we have the next slide?
Actually, the second point is important. That all the team to pehla
The promotion of seaweed cultivation head. So this question is for T. C will be Ahmedabad and D will be Surat. So we have 10 seconds to answer. Option A. Option A. Let's pick a correct answer. So team A will get 2 marks for this question. Recently, which player won the women's single title at the Australian Open 2024? Can we have the option? Option A, Ankita Rana. Option B, Arina Sabalenka. Zheng Wen. Option C, and option D is Barbara Rezikova. Will not pass on to the next. This is important. Question will not be passed. The next team. Each team will be given 10 seconds to answer the question. Mall in Arizona was carved by which river? Option please. A. Thames River. B. Mississippi River. C. Amazon River. D. Colorado. So team A. Which of the following person received Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields? Option please. A. Isaac Newton. B. Marie Curie. C. Curie. Very well.
We have a tie for second and third position.
The capital of country Philippines. It's very easy question. ऑप्शन नहीं चाहिए ना ये तो ऐसा है यस राइट